Once again, welcome back. In this lecture, we are going to start second unit in the series of measurement and instrumentation lecture. And in the first lecture, I told you about the syllabus of measurement and instrumentation. So according to our university, we are having total 6 units, out of which unit number 2 deals with the concept of analog instrument. So in this unit we are going to cover in detail about the concept of analog instrument, like its definition, classification, then what are the different type of analog instrument which are used for the measurement of basic electrical quantities like voltage, current, then power, depending upon various operating principle like electrostatic, then electrodynamic type analog instrument, rectifier type, ammeter and voltmeter, then how to measure power in 3-phase circuit with the help of wattmeter, measurement of energy, then the concept of instrument, transformer and their applications. And we also going to learn the basic concept of measurement of speed, frequency and power factor via analog instrument. So these are the topic which we are going to cover in unit number 2. But in today's lecture we will discuss two topics. First one is called the definition of analog instrument, and second topic is classification of analog instrument, how to classify analog instrument. So let us discuss the definition of analog instrument. So what is analog instrument? Analog instruments are those type of instrument which are used to determine the magnitude of analog quantity. So the instrument which are used to determine the magnitude of analog quantity are called as analog instrument. Now what is analog quantity? Analog quantity is nothing but a quantity, or you can say a signal, which is continuous in nature. Continuous in nature. Now what is the meaning of this continuous in nature? Continuous in nature means what? That quantity is a continuous variable whose magnitude is known to us at any point of time. So a quantity which is continuous in nature, that quantity is called as analog quantity. For example, a variable which is continuous in nature, that means at any point of time we are in a position to determine its magnitude, then that quantity is called as analog quantity, and whatever the instrument which is used for the measurement of analog quantity are called as analog instrument. For example, let us consider a graph. On y-axis, let us consider we indicate the magnitude of analog quantity, and on x-axis we indicate the time of instant in second. Now suppose the nature of that analog quantity is like this. It is not at all necessary that the analog quantity is always varying with respect to time, but the thing is that it may vary or it may not vary with respect to time, but the magnitude of that quantity is always known to us at any point of instant. कहने का मतलब यह है कि किसी भी टाइम पे अगर मैं वो क्वांटिटी का मैग्नीट्यूड या फिर उसका फेज एंगल डिटरमाइन करना चाहता हूं, तो मैं उसकी मैग्नीट्यूड और उसका जो एंगल है आसानी से डिटरमाइन कर सकता हूं. अगर ऐसी क्वांटिटी मेरे पास में अवेलेबल है तो मैं उनको बोल सकता हूं कि वो क्या है, एनालॉग क्वांटिटी. सो दोज क्वांटिटी विच आर continuous in nature, that means we are in a position to determine their magnitude as well as angle at any point of time, those quantities are called as analog quantity. So from this graph, this curve indicate the variation of analog quantity. So at any point of instant t1, let us consider the magnitude of that quantity is x1, and at time of instant t2, let us consider the magnitude of quantity is x2. So from this graph it is clear that we are in a position to determine the value of this quantity at any point of instant. Suppose I am interested to determine the magnitude of this quantity at instant t3, so the magnitude is x3. So this is the example of analog quantity, and suppose this type of analog quantity is provided as an input to any instrument, and if that instrument is capable to determine its value at any point of time, then that instrument is called as analog instrument. Now, how to classify the analog instrument? So I am writing here classification of analog instrument. To be very frank, there are various factors with the help of which one can have the flexibility to classify the analog instrument. Suppose the first domain in which one can classify the analog instrument is depending upon the nature of input quantity. For example, suppose if an analog instrument is used to determine the value of circuit current, then in that case the analog instrument is called as ammeter. In the same way, if the nature of input quantity is voltage, then in that case the analog instrument is called as voltmeter. Suppose the nature of input quantity is power, then in that case the analog instrument is known as wattmeter. So depending upon the nature of input quantity, we may have the flexibility to classify analog instrument like ammeter, voltmeter, then wattmeter. Suppose if you are interested to measure energy, then it is called as energy meter, and so on. So this is the first domain to have the classification of analog instrument. Then second way to classify the analog instrument is depending upon the kind of input current. So being the student of electrical engineering domain, we should know that in electrical domain basically we are having two different kinds of input current. First one is your AC and second one is your DC. Now what is AC? AC means alternating current. That means it is continuously varying with respect to time with any frequency, say 50 Hz or say 60 Hz. And second one is called as DC. DC means direct current. That means it is fixed with respect to time. It is not going to change its polarity once it is decided. So if an analog instrument is used to determine the value of AC quantity, then it is called as AC analog instrument. If the analog instrument is used to determine the value of DC quantity, then it is called as DC analog instrument. In some cases, there are some analog instruments which are capable to measure both AC as well as DC input quantity. In that case, these type of analog instruments are known as universal analog instrument. Why they are called as universal analog instrument? Because they are capable to determine the nature of both AC quantity as well as DC quantity. So this is the second domain to have the classification of analog instrument. Then third domain for the classification of analog instrument is depending upon their working operation, or you can say working effect. Now in the previous lecture I told you that if you consider any electrical instrument, the input to that electrical instrument is always a current, whereas the output of that electrical instrument is either a force or you can say deflection theta. Now if you see the nature of input quantity, it is electrical, whereas the nature of output quantity is mechanical. Now, in order to convert this input electrical quantity into mechanical output quantity, there are various working phenomena, or there are various working effects which provide us a flexibility to convert this input electrical quantity into output mechanical quantity. For example, one may use magnetic effect to convert input electrical quantity into output mechanical quantity, or one may use induction phenomena, or you can say induction effect, to convert input electrical into output mechanical, or one may use heating effect or Hall effect, or you can say electrostatic effect, to convert this input electrical quantity into output mechanical quantity. So in this class we are in a position to have the classification of analog instrument depending upon which principle they have adopted in order to convert this input electrical quantity into output mechanical quantity. For example, in some analog instrument, if they used magnetic effect to convert this input electrical quantity into output mechanical quantity, then that type of analog instruments are called as magnetic effect based analog instrument. In the same way, if an analog instrument involve induction phenomena or induction effect to convert this input electrical quantity into output mechanical quantity, then it is called as induction effect based analog instrument. In the same way, we are having Hall effect based analog instrument, thermal effect based analog instrument, which are also called as heating effect based analog instrument, then electrostatic based analog instrument or electrostatic effect based analog instrument, which are commonly used for the measurement of voltages. So depending upon what principle or what working effect they involved in it in order to convert the input electrical quantity into output mechanical quantity, one can have the flexibility to classify the analog instrument in these category. Now there is another way to classify the analog instrument depending upon how they represent their measured output quantity. So depending upon the representation of output quantity by analog instrument, they are classified into three main domain. First one is called as indicating type analog instrument, second one is called as integrating type analog instrument, and third one is called as recording type analog instrument. I think the classification of analog instrument based on this category we already discussed in our previous lecture, but let us revise this point. So what is indicating type analog instrument? These are the type of analog instrument which are used to only indicate the magnitude of unknown quantity. For example, say ammeter, which is used to determine the value of circuit current, or say voltmeter, which is used to indicate the value of circuit voltage, or say wattmeter, which is used to indicate the value of circuit power. So these are the type of indicating analog instrument. That means they are used to indicate, or you can say they are used to measure the value of analog quantity only. That's it. Now what is integrating type analog instrument? These are the type of analog instruments which produce the integrated response of input quantity. For example, energy meter. Now we know that energy is nothing but what? Integrated response of power and time. So with the help of single energy meter, we are in a position to determine the integrated response of power along with time. That's why energy meter is nothing but what? Integrated type analog instrument. Now what is recording type analog instrument? These are the class of analog instrument with the help of which we are in a position to not only indicate the value of analog quantity, but also we are in a position to record their magnitude via some recording system, maybe say pen driving system, or you can say magnetic recording system. So with the help of magnetic recording system or pen driving system, these type of analog instruments are capable to record the magnitude of analog quantity which is provided as an input to it. So in this way one can have the classification of analog instrument. So the first is classification based on the nature of input quantity like ammeter, voltmeter, wattmeter. Then second is classification based on the kind of input current, AC, DC, or both AC and DC, which is called as universal analog instrument. Then third is classification based on their working operation or working effect like magnetic effect, induction effect, heating effect, Hall effect, or electrostatic effect. So our basic objective is to convert the nature of input electrical quantity into output mechanical quantity, and in order to have, we are having different phenomena involved in it, and based on what phenomena available in that analog instrument, they are classified into these categories. And the last is depending upon how they represent the value of measured quantity as an output, that is indicating type, integrating type, or recording type. So in the next lecture we will discuss various operating torque or various operating force which are essential for the working of analog instrument, and different types of symbol which are used for analog instrument. Thank you.